Hello, this is JDM. After a very long absence of almost 10 months, I haven't made a video in almost 10 months. We're back. I'm still alive and gonna make a video here. This time it's gonna be predictions on who's gonna do well in this 2010 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season, which has already started. Apologize for the late start, but here are my predictions. Your 2010 champion is gonna be Mark Martin in that GoDaddy Chevrolet. Say what you want, but 5 runner-ups, pretty much 5 championships he almost won. Expect this time to be the one that he actually gets this time around. I expect the runner-up to be Jimmy Johnson, simply because the dude is so strong. Everyone nicknames him Superman in the garage area, and you can see why. He's consistent. He doesn't make mistakes. He's cool under pressure. He has luck on his side. And I'll bet he and Hendrick Motorsports go kiss NASCAR's butt every now and then. So, I think that kind of says it all, doesn't it? The chasers that made it in 2000 and 2009 that won't make it in 2010, I predict, going to have to be Brian Vickers, simply because he was hopeless during the chase. Casey Kane, simply because there's so much instability going around on his team. And Greg Biffle, simply because he's a little bit questionable, but if he does make it, no surprises, to be honest. Now, to take those 3 chasers spots, I expect Jeff Burton to get back in there, because he almost won a few events at the end of 2009, and they were strong. Matt Kenseth, simply because he's Mr. Consistent, and Kyle Busch, simply because he wins a lot. So I think that'll be enough this time around, all the wins. However, I think the 2 drivers that'll be fighting for those chase spots at the final race are going to be Martin Truex Jr. in the 56 Napa Toyota, Clint Boyer in his Cheerios Chevrolet, and maybe Marcus Ambrose. I think, though, that Ambrose will be the only first-time winner in 2010. I think he'll get that first win. I think that Jamie McMurray, won the Daytona 500. I think he will be the dark horse for that last chase spot. I don't think he'll make it, but he'll be close, I think. I think Jimmy Johnson's going to be most consistent. In other words, best average finish. I think Mark Martin's going to have the most poles again and be the best average qualifier. I think Jimmy Johnson will win the most races. I think Brad Keselowski will have the most DNFs, simply because he's super inconsistent, erratic, and I don't think that feud with Denny Hamlin's going to help him any. Most top 10s, Jeff Gordon, simply because he's very consistent too. To me, I think your leader on the bull rings, the little short tracks, are going to be Denny Hamlin, no questions asked. I think he's going to win at least 2 short track races, probably 3. Jimmy Johnson's going to be the honorable mention, simply because he's strong on all of them. The best driver on the cookie cutter tracks, so all of your 1.5 and 2 mile speedways, I expect that to be Mark Martin. Honorable mention, Carl Edwards, because he's always strong there. Best of the high banked 1 mile tracks, so that would 1 mile, yeah. So that would mean like Dover and Darlington. I expect Mark Martin to be strong over there. I expect him to be the best, because those tracks involve staying out of trouble, and that's exactly what he's good at. I expect Greg Biffle to be second best, because he's always strong on Dover and Darlington. He's always strong there. Best flat track driver, so at all those low banked speedways like Pocono and Indy, Denny Hamlin, the best, I think. And your honorable mention will be Juan Pablo Montoya. I think he's going to make the chase again and be the second best driver on the flat tracks. I think Jamie McMurray will be the best driver on the restrictor plate races. He won at Daytona. He won the last Talladega race. I don't see why he can't win at least 2 plate races this year, because he's strong. Dale Earnhardt Jr. would have to come close as the honorable mention. I think Jamie's going to get the benefit there. And the best road racer, I expect that to be Marcus Ambrose. I think he's going to win either at Sonoma or the Glen. Haven't decided which one, but I'm sure he's going to be strong. He'll be there at the end. Honorable mention's going to have to be Tony Stewart, simply because he's won 5 at the Glen. He's always good on the road courses. He can get a handle for the car, and he just does a great job. Thank you for listening to my predictions. If you have some disagreements, reply. That's why there's a comments box.